Silver and gold buying frenzy today, my friends. It's been busy. I'm going to let you know what's selling. I'm going to give you an update here. There's a lot of information get to in this video. Help me out with the thumbs up. That helps the videos go out to more and more people. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We do giveaways. I embed a giveaway every single week in one of my videos. We will do a drawing every single Saturday. For the rest of this year at least, they're going to be small giveaways. We will have a huge giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. There's a little bit of gold in it. I've always shown it once. There's going to be more added to it. I will show it again in the near future. Let's get into it right now. Let's talk about the coin shop first. We're selling it. We're out of 10,000 gold across the board. We reordered. We will get more on Friday. We are just about out of quarter-ounce gold. We got a few pieces left. Half-ounce gold, 1 ounce gold, selling okay. They're not selling as fast. These are your top sellers in gold right now. People are starting to ask for smaller amounts of gold. Grams. We ordered some gram bars for the shop today. People were asking for it. We're going to get what people want. If we're able to get it from the wholesaler. Prems are starting to go up even more on gold right now, my friends. If you are interested in gold, check out channel sponsor PIMBEX. Get to your local coin shops. Get your gold before these prems go up even more. This is not trying to push anybody to buy anything. This should be a warning. This is what's going on. What I am seeing, boots on the ground action. It's really getting hard to get the products, but we are able to get some products. Some products we're not able to get. Some foreign gold we're not able to get. Like the maple leafs. Some of this gold products we're not able to get. We did able to get some platinum too. Platinum is another big mover. We were able to snag another 50 ounces. 50 platinum maples today from our wholesaler. They will be in the shop on Friday as well. We have already got 14 of those sold already. We get them on order. We let people know we have them going to be coming in. We don't like doing this type of business, having to people wait a couple days. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. You know, we don't like doing pre-orders, but we will do them. It's a little bit more paperwork for us. It's a pain in the rear end, to be honest with you. But we are doing them. So let that be said. Check out channel sponsor PIMBEX for everything you need right now, my friends. Let me talk about them in a moment. A little bit more. Silver line. 90% silver is moving. 90% silver is moving. If you want 90% silver, get your hands on it today. Get your hands on it today. We got interest rates cuts coming tomorrow, my friends. What is that actually going to do to silver and gold tomorrow afternoon? Come Thursday, come Friday, it's a wait and see. I think people are getting really built up for this one. Because we're going to see another quarter point cut. The Fed is going in blind. And I'm hoping and praying for anybody who's on food stamps. The government reopens very, very soon. The Fed's going in blind here. We don't know the numbers. We all know the numbers are a joke anyways. But something to plan for, my friends. I'm going to say we're going to see some selling. If people are on food stamps, I think we're going to see some selling of silver and gold. If they have it in their possession the next couple days coming around the corner. We are ready for that. It stinks, okay? For the people who need food stamps, who rely on it. And that's what I'm going to say about it. I'm hoping both sides of the aisles. I'm not here to blame the Democrats. I'm not here to blame the Republicans. I'm blaming both sides. Take it as you will. Both sides can't get their crap together. They need to get their crap together now. Time to end this madness. Reopening the government. Silver, also, we're out of 10-ounce silver bars again. We're going to get another drop tomorrow. We got the 90% silver from that other coin shop. The silver bars will be coming in tomorrow. So we got a little bit of relief there for now. for now. The girl that goes through our 90% silver for us, she does not have to go through this stuff that just came in. We also brought in a little bit more 90% silver from some customers. She's going through that during this week. 90% silver. 1 ounce coins. If it's coins, they're moving. They are moving. Rounds are moving okay. They're not as strong right now. Silver, 1 ounce silver bars are not as strong right now. Now, tomorrow, I could be singing a different tune. This is how fast this market changes, my friends. So please, I'm the only can tell you what's moving from the shop that I work for. Can't tell you what's moving in your shop that you go see. Every shop's different. I can only relate to stuff that I'm seeing with my own eyes, what I'm hearing out there, what PIMBEX is telling me. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do is relate this information for you folks. So right now, coins, any type of silver coins, are moving out the door. Rounds, a little bit less. Silver bars, a little bit less even than the rounds. That's today. Not saying don't buy 1 ounce silver bars. I got 1 ounce silver bars. I got 5 ounce silver bars. I got 10 ounce silver bars. You folks seen some of the stuff that I've bring out, and you know I got 1 ounce stuff. You know I got 10 ounce stuff. I personally, and this is not trying to tell anybody what to do here, I personally only stack up to 10 ounces of silver at a time. I don't own a kilo to my name. I would love a kilo. But I can't afford it. Okay? Can't afford it. I woulda, coulda, shoulda back in the day when silver was a lot cheaper. Yeah, I probably could have swung it. But I didn't. I was still stacking smaller amounts of silver because that is, I based it on what my stacking needs is based on what I'm using for currency now. Meaning paper money. That's what you need to base your stack on, my friends. What you are going through now. What you are spending now. How often you spend $4 or $500 for anything. You know, that can be a big chunk of silver right there. If you're not, then you need some ounces. Yes, the premiums are cheaper on the bigger bars. But how are you going to break it when the crap hits the fan? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying don't buy them. I would love to own a kilo. I would love to own a 100 ounce silver bar. Yeah, great. Good luck trying to cash it in if that's the only thing you have, though. You need smaller fractional stuff, my friends. Even the 90% silver. We all need a little bit of 90% silver. I do believe we still need a little bit of 40% silver. The war nickels. Why not have a few war nickels on hand? Have some smaller change in your stacks. You want to call it hobo change? I love that. I love that saying. I love that saying. You want to call it hobo change? That's fine. I'm not calling anybody a hobo, though. I'm not saying that about anybody. Someone made a comment like that he keeps saying hobo change. I love it. So we're going to go with it. Stack the hobo change. Let's have fun with it. There's nothing wrong with it. 90% silver, junk silver, constitution silver. Now we got a new name for it. Hobo silver. Okay, fine. Yes, and I do have 1 ounce silver bars too, my friends. I do have some NICAD, some Nidea silver bars. I got some other 1 ounce silver bars around here. But you've seen what I've have shown before for the ones that been around for a while. This is what's going on in the shop. Everybody was peaceful today. No arguments from the customers. People are concerned out there right now. They're concerned what the Fed is going to do tomorrow, and the talk on the street is a quarter of a base point cut tomorrow. That's the word on the street. So we will see what happens. Congratulations to everybody that got on the nice deal from channel sponsor PIMBEX with the Noah's Ark coins. They are out of stock. Like I said, they weren't going to last long. They weren't going to last long. So to the ones that picked these coins up, congratulations. I just checked the inventories. As of the recording of this video, they're out of stock. But they do have They do, what did it go off to? They do have the 2023 Kookaburras, my friends. They have less than a monster box left. Okay, less than a monster box. These will come in the capsules. These are coins. These are backdated. These are 2023 Kookaburras with the queen on them. Get them before these are sold out. Get these before they're sold out. These will not last long. These are backdated. You want some nice Christmas presents for the kids? How about putting an ounce or two in their stockings? How about putting an ounce or two in their stockings? Christmas is coming. The holidays are coming, my friends. Don't wait on this backdated stuff. Because when you blink, it's going to be gone. So, this is all I can offer right now. They do have the koalas too at channel sponsor PIMBEX to 2023. The mom and baby ones. I don't have that. Yeah, I do have it handy. I do have it handy. They do have these as well. The 2023 koalas with the queen on these too. Perfect for Christmas time. Get them before they are gone. Backdated stuff is hot right now. So thank you, PIMBEX, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. My friends, if I had the money right now to buy some of the more of those Kookaburras, I got a few of these. But if I had the money right now to buy some Kookaburras 2023s, yes, I do have the 10-ounce silver one too. I do have the 10-ounce silver one as well. So I'm not really in need of them. I really want more. I do want more, but I don't have... It takes this, right? We all know that. If you want them, grab them. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. I don't make a commission off your sale. All that's doing is letting PIMBEX know you came from Crazy Coin Shop Chris. They can do more giveaways later on in the future. They've kept their word. They've been sponsoring this channel since February 1st of 2025. The big giveaways have gotten bigger every single time, my friends. They kept their word. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Brian, for keeping your word on that. Need more sales for PIMBEX? Let them know that I sent you all. If you want bigger giveaways, you guys can make it happen. You boys and girls can make that happen. What else is going on? Stack within your means. Cannot stress that enough. For the newcomers that is just stacking out, I had a nice conversation with a younger lady. She's probably in the mid-30s. And she came in today. Brand new stacker. Brand new. Had a couple ounces already. She says, how do I stack when I only have about $300-400 a month to use? That's all you got, my friends. How do you break it up? Well, what's your lifestyle at? So I kind of asked her, you know, what do you spend your money on? Blah, blah, blah. Well, she says, well, I do go to Starbucks a lot. I said, well, you can cut that out, right? I said, you have a little bit more money then. She says, well, I live with mom and dad right now. Oh, all right, fine. And she says, I got my car payment. Okay, fine. But I like to go out to eat with my friends. I said, well, you can cut some of that out as well. You even have more money. So she stopped and thought and think. She says, you know what? But you're right. I don't need to go out every single week. I don't need to go out every single day for a coffee at Starbucks. I'm like, I'm not saying don't go. This is where people misread me when I say, when I say this. No, I'm not trying to mislead anybody. We got to start thinking outside the box, what we're spending our cash on. Because there's probably a lot of us, including me sometimes, like to blow this because it burns a hole in our pocket. Right? But if we really concentrated what we spend our cash on, we just might end up having a little bit more money, more fiat currency to buy, to trade, or to convert into real money. And it opened her eyes. She said, well, so she did some calculations real quick. She says, well, I probably could have about another $200-300 savings a month and get more silver for the future. Bingo! So I'm going to go home and crunch more numbers. So she did buy a little bit today. I told her about cost averaging. She didn't quite understand what that meant. So I said, you buy a little today. So you got $400 a day, so spend half of it today. Wait to see what happens after this Fed meeting. I said, yes, we could see it uprise. We warned about that. I said, we will see more dips along the way. But if we stop and think, and this is just staying on the silver line for a moment, is it really $1 or $2 an ounce higher really going to make that big of a difference in the long run? The answer is hell no. The answer is hell no. It's not going to make a big difference when this goes to fiat heaven. And I know some people don't like me when I say that, but that's what I'm going to call it. When this goes to fiat heaven and you're on stablecoin, you're going to be counting your money in ounces. You're not going to want to be on the stablecoin crap. This is not going to be good for America, my friends. Stack as you can. Learn. There's a lot of learning for some people, especially if you're new. If you are new, I urge you folks to ask questions. The stupidest question is the question you don't ask. You know, I hear this every single day. Somebody comes in the shop and say, I'm going to ask you a stupid question. I say, is it really that stupid? No. If you don't know something, you got to ask. You got to learn about a difference between a round and a coin, a bar, 90% silver, 40% silver, 35% silver. You get the idea. You got to learn the difference. Got to learn the difference. Now, some people, and I don't agree with this statement one bit at all. If you agree with this next statement, that's perfectly fine. Some people believe, which is okay to believe this. Perfectly okay. I get where some people are coming from with this. Stack the coin on the round, meaning stack your country only. So if you live in the United States, you stack nothing else but U.S. coinage. No. I don't agree with that statement. Because there's always going to be somebody around your area. It's going to be from Australia. Somebody might be from Canada. Somebody might be from Australia. You get the idea. Somebody from the UK. Maybe somebody is not from these other countries and want that silver piece you have for trade. Wouldn't it be nice to have a couple different ounces of silver in your stack? Let me find another one. So you got two coins here, one from Canada, one with the maple leaf on it, one with the koala bear on it, and a round, and that's what it costs you. That's what it costs you for your services and goods. Let that person pick out what he or she wants, the one that you're trading with. Instead of having all eagles, instead of having all maples, instead of having all 90% silver. You're not going to want to give up a bunch of 90% silver in a bigger transaction. You're going to want to give up some of these ounces and hold your 90% silver because you might need that for change later on. Think about that. Think about that, my friends. We got to get our mind away from this. We got to get away from this. Think about the worst time scenario that could happen. People are not going to have change. So you don't want to give up $50 worth of 90% silver when you could just give up 1 ounce of silver instead and hold on to your 90. Hold on to your 40% silver. Hold on to your 35% war nickels. Trying to paint a picture here. We hope for the best, but we have to prepare for the worst. And if we don't have the correct change, you're not going to want to walk away without having the right change back in your pocket, because that little bit of extra change, you might just need that someday, or you might need it that day to go down to the next store, to the next flea market. Maybe you go see Farmer Joe to get your beef. Maybe you go see Farmer Tammy for your fruits and vegetables, and you give Farmer Joe your ounce of silver, and he's got no 90% silver to trade back. And that's all you brought with you. So how are you going to go get your vegetables? See what I'm saying? You gotta think outside the box here. I'm not saying this is going to happen like this. But you got to have every aspect of silver and gold covered in your stacks. Some people don't like gold. It's not like I don't like gold. I don't stack gold because of what I spend money on now. That's all. Yeah, I love gold, but I don't see myself using that much gold anytime, because when I go shopping now, when I go to the grocery store now, me personally, I'm saying me personally, for my grandma and I and girlfriend, when I'm spending 40 to 80 bucks at a time. Why? Because I buy stuff when it's on sale. And when stuff's on sale, I try to stock up on it. So I don't need a full line grocery bill every single time. Maybe I spend $40 at this store this week. Maybe I spend another $40 at this store this week. So there's 80 bucks. There's 2 transactions. I'm not doing a full line shopping at any store at any given time. That's the mindset we got to have, my friends. Stockpile now. Stockpile food. And stock the food that you're going to eat. Stock the food you're going to eat. Never mind stocking food. I know I've seen some videos say stack everything, stack everything. Well, you can't stack everything. Okay? You can't stack everything. If you don't like something, then don't stack it. Unless you're in the mindset, unless you have the mindset, well, maybe I'll trade it one day. Well, that's a maybe. Maybe someone don't know you have it. Maybe your neighbors don't like that same can of beans that you like. Maybe the neighbors don't like them either. Just don't know. Okay? Just don't know. So stack what you like for canned goods. Put it on in a rotation. If you're used to buying 2 cans of soup a week, maybe buy 4 cans. You use 2 cans a week. Buy 4 cans for a while. Buy 4 cans. It don't have to be a lot of extras every single week. That's how you build your pantry too, my friends. You can't do it all at once. Most of us can't do it all at once. It's kind of like cost averaging your food as well. It's on sale. Buy a little extra when it's on sale. Take a good look at your sale flyers every single week. And prep that way. And prep that way. Because that's the way I do it. Yeah, I'm crazy, right? People call me crazy. You know, I was stacking a long time ago on shampoos, deodorants, 3-4 years ago, when it was a lot cheaper. People called me crazy, insane. Called me every name in the book. I'm not so crazy now because everything's almost doubled in price now from where it was 4 or 5 years ago. Just how it is, my friends. Your dollar is dying. Keep stacking silver and gold as you can. Stack platinum if you want platinum. Stack copper if you want some copper. Don't shine your nose at copper right now. Copper is over $5 a pound. A little bit of copper is not going to hurt anybody's budget right now. You guys got questions? You girls got questions? Email me. My email address is in every single description of every single video. Congratulations to the ones that got the Noah's Ark coins from Channel PIMBEX this past week. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let's sell them out on the next one. The 2023 Kookaburra coins. The 1 ounce coins. I don't know where I put it now. But that's okay. You know, you saw it already. Somewhere in my mess. Thanks for watching, my friends. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out. We will see you tomorrow.